You actually mentioned the ineffective campaigns that go in and try and change parts of the culture and all that. I want to know, what was the feeling here about that Coney 12? Because a lot came out after that, and you know, it's.
I mean, for me, and I am a marketer.
Yeah.
That is my background, communication. So it was incredibly effective in that. To see a video go so viral so quickly on an issue that, basically myself and other policy wonks in the office, and my father, who's also, international affairs hawk, so he's all over that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
To see a name like that nobody really knew before, all of a sudden be plastered, and everybody, that's, the buzzword was Coney. It was incredible from a marketing perspective on using social media, and using this incredible grassroots network that they had built over, because that's what they do, was Invisible Turtle, is they go to schools and they do grassroots advocacy.
Right.
So they had this video, they had a great, production, and they had these networks that they already had established. So when they sent it out to them, all they had to do is say, hey, watch this video, share it. Yeah. And they already had established, these people already had affinity with them, yeah. And that just got that, that snowball effect that is, social media, that is that viral campaigning. Yeah. So from that perspective, it was incredible. I'm not an expert when it comes to international development or anything like that, so, or international affairs. I enjoy it, but it's not,
yeah.
what I studied or anything like that. I did a little political science as a minor, but so I can't really speak to, the actual impact it's going to have. But from a marketing perspective,
yeah.
There are definitely some lessons learned that all NGOs are going to take from. If you actually have these networks, they're valuable.
NGOs?
And not non-governmental organizations.
Thank you.
Nonprofits, yeah, of course. We were big on acronyms here.
It cuts down on time.
We spew that all the time. Unless, of course, you have to explain them all the time. So.
Exactly.
But yeah, so I mean, for us, learning that, if you do really put the time and effort into these high-quality videos, people can understand them, that you need to put things in context and really explain them to people, because they're not going to understand the entire issue a lot of times.
Yeah.
And for us, it's a little more difficult because it's not, in that Coney video, there was an identifiable bad guy.
Yes.
For us, sometimes we're doing things with deworming. So children who have intestinal worms.
Yeah.
It's much more technical. It's a lot harder to explain.
The bad guy's the worm.
Yeah. And it's not nearly as sexy or flashy.
Yeah.
Same things with like education, just showing people that, if you're educated, you're going to be you're going to help your economy.
Yeah.
So that kind of communication of, it's not just like the liberal, we want to help people out, like there's actually an economic benefit.
Yes.
In these stable countries, there's a national security benefit, because you don't have to send in troops.
Yeah.
You can, then send in businesses there.
Uh-huh.
Pepsi and FedEx and all these big corporations can start operating in these places if these countries are stable and they have an educated population.
Yeah.
So learning how to communicate those, difficult issues is something we're definitely going to try and glean some insights from.
Yeah, yeah.